Joel and Andrew, you can hear my voice.
That's cool.
No drums.
Yeah. This will just take about 15 more minutes, so I'm gonna go have a cigarette or something.
Yeah, Karen.
Yeah. No, it is to start something. Because I said I know that I won't break it.
What's that? A couple more inches? Are you reading this?
No, you're good.
Okay.
That might be too low for you,
It's great to be back in Indianapolis. I've been running laps these days. It's rough out there. On the road. So I was home a couple months ago. Just get this moved up a little bit. I was home a couple months ago for Thanksgiving. You know, we had like turkey and stuffing and all of the fixings. I was watching with my family. I was watching the Macy's Day Parade, and they had, y'all seen Hootie and the Blowfish? So the guy who sings for Hootie and the Blowfish, I think his name is Darius. He sings country now. I don't know if you all knew that. I just think that's interesting. And so he was singing country at the Macy's Day Parade. And you've seen the Macy's Day Parade before, right? What they do is this interesting thing where they all stop. You know, the parade goes by and they stop in front of Macy's, and then they lip sync. It's cool, I guess. I mean, Millie Vanilli did it, so they got that going. And so Darius was up there lip syncing this country song that I believe he wrote. And as I was listening to the country song, I was thinking, you know, everything he's singing could come straight from a Facebook status update. How many of y'all know Facebook and seen the status updates? So I thought that I'd try that out myself and write a little country song with Facebook status updates. The only problem is I really don't sing country. So I thought, you know, it's going to be, we got a coffee house and I'll sing it folk. But the only problem with folk is I don't really sing folk either. In fact, I don't really sing at all, but we'll just give it a shot here. Brian is probably going to need to buy a furnace, his beer or two. I'm going to try that over again because it didn't work out. Brian is probably going to need to buy his furnace a beer or two. Jill has no cold water in her shower, only hot. Kylie is being domestic today. Terry is missing her little Elijah today. Jenny is considering grad school, what I know. Brent took a mid-morning break to watch a coyote look for food in his backyard. Neil is uber proud of his wife for landing her first paid acting gig. And I'm just watching the time fly by. This is the status of our lives. They wrong, but babe, they right. Why don't you update your status tonight? Cindy is in the office today. Daniel's proud of Leah. Doug is sitting in Mogas with Selena, using the free Wi-Fi and drinking a cup of Great Joke. Samantha is awake. Brad lives in a freezer, only cool. Kara is ready for a weekend with nothing to do. Ellie's been up since 6:01 a.m. on a day off. Benjamin will soon begin his void of responsibility weekend. Annie loves how productive she is working from home. And I'm just watching the time fly by. This is the status of our lives. They ain't wrong, but babe, they ain't right. Why don't you update your status tonight? Well, it's no joke. We're gonna super poke, and then we'll send a piece of flair. We'll plant some flowers in our little patch. Then we're gonna join a group because we care. Melissa is very cold and wishes that she could have stayed home. Ian is jealous of his Facebook friends whose school's closed. Jen is stuck. Van is frozen solid. Lindy is wishing her handsome husband a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Neil! Amy is not looking forward to her commute to Bloomington this morning. Mike is in Colorado with Christian. Chantel is looking for a new home for her blue tick coonhound. I've never heard of that. Brody is playing fulltiltpoker.net and watching James Bond. Karen is starting to think that they put Red Bull in baby formula. I'm just watching the time fly by. Well, it's no joke. We're gonna super poke, and then we'll send a piece of flair. We'll plant some flowers in our little patch. Totally botched that. Then we're gonna become fans of bands with big hair. This is the status of our lives. They ain't wrong, but baby, they ain't right. Why don't you update your status tonight? Everybody! This is the status of our lives. They ain't wrong, but baby, they ain't right. Why don't you update your status tonight? Why don't you update your status tonight? Thanks to everyone who contributed to that song.